What's going on, guys? Today I want to do a quick review on the new iPad 3 or third generation or whatever you want to call it. The new iPad. First things first, it is physically identical to the iPad 2. The only difference is it's a 1 millimeter thicker than the iPad 2, and it's slightly heavier. Not much. Any comparisons that I do to the iPad 2 right now are not from personal experiences. This is my first iPad that I've owned. I have not owned the first one or the second one, although I have used them at the Apple Store or whenever someone else has them. But this is my first personal iPad. So any comparisons that I speak about right now, comparing it to the iPad 2, are all through specs. It's not from personal experience. The iPad 2 has dropped in price. I believe it's dropped $100 from its original price, and the iPad 3 starts off at $499, obviously plus tax, for the 16 gig Wi-Fi version, and then the 16 gig 4G LTE plus Wi-Fi version starts at $629. Now this right here is the Wi-Fi version. Now the reason I didn't go with the LTE one is only because I was contemplating for a long time whether I should get the Wi-Fi version or the 4G LTE version. But I came to a conclusion to just get the Wi-Fi one, and then I am thinking about getting a MiFi from Verizon, which offers 4G LTE service. And I guess the only plus thing on that is that I can also use. I have AT&T on my iPhone 4, as you see down there. And the service isn't all that great because I get throttled due to the fact that I'm grandfathered in. And every time I get throttled, it's really frustrating. So I figure if I have the MiFi, I can connect up to 5 devices, so I can use that to connect all my devices, including my laptop. Well, the main difference between this and the iPad 2 is obviously the Retina display. This is the biggest change of the new iPad 3. The Retina display comes in at a 2048 by 1536. Which is double the resolution of what the iPad 2 had. The iPad 2's resolution is 1024 by 768, so it's definitely a lot better. I can't say, like I said again, I've used the iPad 2 in the Apple stores or even at Best Buy, but I haven't really had a personal experience with it. But with the new iPad, the third generation iPad, I can honestly say everything is extremely sharp. I actually read somewhere where they said it's almost as if you were looking at pop-up text that's popping up to you, and that's exactly how it feels. I do have a screen protector on this iPad right now. It's from Power Support, and I actually did read a tweet from Jeff over at iDownload blog, and he tweeted, "People actually use screen protectors on their iPads? For real?" Well, I thought it was a little funny because as I was reading that tweet, I was actually purchasing the screen protector for this. And honestly, since this is my first iPad, I don't want to take any chances. I'm not sponsored by any type of company where I can where they sponsor me any type of iPad or any money to buy these iPads. Any money that goes towards all these devices comes straight out of my pocket. So I don't want to take any chances on getting any scratches on here or any type of just scuffs or marks on the screen. So yes, I put a screen protector on there. I guess throughout time, with time, I'll eventually take it off, or maybe not, probably not. I always have screen protectors on all my devices, starting with the iPhone 4. I don't think I've ever taken the screen protector off unless I'm changing it for a new one. Although the only con thing about this, the bad thing is, I did notice that with the screen protector on, it actually takes away a little bit from the actual quality, the sharpness of the actual iPad Retina display, which is actually a bad thing. I realized that once I took it off, or when I didn't have it on, it was extremely, it was just a lot sharper than what it is now. But like I said before, I don't want to take the risk on getting any type of marks or scuffs on here, so I decided to just keep it on for now at least. And yeah. Alright guys, so I want to talk about the camera. Now first things first, I want to mention that the camera on the iPad 3 or the new generation iPad is actually bigger than the one on the iPad 2. The new iPad features a new improved camera that Apple now refers to as the iSight. It's 5 megapixel, and like I said, it's a little bigger than the iPad 2. Since we're at this angle now, I want to talk about the power button and the sleep button up top. You have the camera, then you have the mute toggle up here, and then you have the up and down volume buttons. Then on the bottom of the iPad, you have your regular traditional 30-pin dock connector, and on this side, right here, you have the speaker that's featured right here. Then on the left side of the iPad, you have your regular 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Nothing on this side. The actual The 4G version has a little SIM card adapter here. And on this side over here, it has the antenna, but this is the Wi-Fi version, so it doesn't have it. You see the microphone on top right here, and then the engraving, and then back to the camera. And here you have a front view of the entire iPad. And on the front you have your, like always, you have your home button. And I know there were a lot of rumors and speculations that the new iPad was not going to have a home button, but as you can see, here's the home button. And on the front of the iPad you also have your iSight camera for front-facing pictures or any type of video chatting, like FaceTime or Skype. Now, one thing that the iPad 3 or the new iPad actually features, it's a new feature included only with the iPad. Quite frankly, I'm a little disappointed with Apple's decision on only including Siri dictation and not Siri on the new iPad. Now, if you see a little icon on the bottom here, if I press it, Siri dictation will pop up, the little icon will pop up, and then I can speak into the mic. Hi, this is an example on how Siri dictation works. And as you can see, the immediate response is actually really quick. It'll spell it out for you. And something else that you iPad 2 owners are probably familiar with, you have your quick response, your full display of your QWERTY or your keyboard, whatever you want to call it. And if some people, it actually started off with the iPad 2, where you can just pinch it, and then it becomes two separate keyboards for two separate thumbs. So if you hold it like this with two hands, it'll be a lot easier for you to type. Now, it takes some getting used to, but once you get used to it, it's easy to use. Practice makes perfect. And of course, you have your iPad multi-touch gestures, like your 5-finger pinch to close an app. You also have your 4-finger slide to the left or slide to the right to switch between apps, like so. And then you have your notification center up top by just sliding like this, and then you get a whole bunch of notifications up top. And then your 4-finger slide up to bring up the multitask bar. Another thing that I noticed is battery life actually isn't that bad. For a display so big and something that's so fast and can do so many things at once, I actually thought the battery would drain a lot faster than it is. And granted, it is a brand new iPad, so the battery is intact. But it definitely lasts longer than I thought it would. Only thing is, I have noticed, and I guess I'm so used to charging my iPhone 4, charging the iPad 3 or third generation takes a lot longer than charging the iPhone 4. Now guys, one more thing I want to talk about here before I close out on this video. You have the camera app. Now the camera app has definitely been upgraded, better camera and better face detection and all that good stuff. So I want to show some video footage so I can demonstrate. I'm going to compare, since I don't have the iPad 2, I'm going to compare this to the iPhone 4's camera. Well, guys, in conclusion, the biggest features that were changed from the iPad 3 to the iPad 2 are mainly the resolution, the screen resolution. It doubled, crisp, amazing, all that good stuff. The camera was updated. This has it features a 5-megapixel iSight camera. What else? This has Siri dictation, which, like I said again, I'm disappointed that they didn't integrate Siri completely onto this. But that's besides the point. And then, of course, you have your new carrier, the capability of connecting to 4G LTE, whether on Verizon or AT&T. I will say, though, if you have the iPad 2, I don't think there's much of a difference. I mean, there is a difference, but it's not like such a great difference where you have to get the new iPad. If you have the money, go ahead, go for it, get it. It's your money, whatever. But I just compare this to the same thing happened when the new iPhone 4S came out. It didn't have much of a factor for me. It didn't make much of an impact for me. And of course, it's the new technology that came out. I wanted it, but I did hold out because I decided to just wait until they have more of a drastic change. So I hope the 5th generation iPhone brings more features, and I'll be due for an upgrade, so it'll be easier on my pockets. But again, you don't really have to update. If you don't have an iPad like myself, I didn't have an iPad, go ahead. Definitely, this is the best time to get an iPad. It just came out, so definitely go for it. But like I said before, if you have an iPad 2, just think about it. It's just money that you're just going to be wasting. Of course, it has all these great features, but does it really have that amazing factor where you have to upgrade and get the newer iPad? I guess it's just up to you guys. But anyway, guys, let me not make this video longer than it already is. If you have any questions, guys, you know what to do. Leave everything down below, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Well, guys, like always, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can add me on Facebook or you can follow me on Twitter. Until next video, guys, peace.